adlaw sa tanan. Today's video, we're going to take you for an up-close and personal of this all-new 2023 Nissan Livina 1.5 VE that is mated to a 4-speed automatic gearbox. And for this video, I'm going to take this Nissan Livina VE for a startup and a full walk-around review, showing you the most interesting features from the interior as well as the exterior. So, what are you waiting for? Let's sit back, relax, and enjoy of this review.
Behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
A big thanks to Nissan Iloilo for allowing me to review their brand new units. For more information, see the description box below. So here's the key. Let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, the side mirrors are currently folded out. Upon locking the car, it will automatically fold in. Whereas when you unlock the car, the side mirrors will fold out again. An electric-assisted power steering operation is equipped for the all-new Nissan Livina with rack and pinion type. For the VE variant, it's all made up with a 3-spoke polyurethane steering wheel with satin silver finish that highlights the left and right spokes of the wheel, and mounted controls for infotainment system is located on the left spoke. There are two transmission options for the 4A91 1.5-liter naturally aspirated gasoline engine in all variants, a 5-speed manual or a 4-speed automatic gearbox. The automatic gearbox features a low gear selector and overdrive mode via the button on the left side of the gear knob. By shifting the car into reverse, a reverse camera and parking sensors will be activated, all of which are the standard items for the Livina VE. All variants of the all-new Nissan Livina in the Philippines has only offered with one engine choice, and that is the Mitsubishi's 4A91 1.5-liter dual overcam 16 valves and a naturally aspirated inline 4-cylinder gasoline engine with electronically controlled multi-point fuel injection and Mitsubishi's Maayung technology. It produces 104 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 141 Nm of torque at 4,000 RPM. Fuel tank size is 45 liters with emission rating of Euro 4. Transmission-wise, a 5-speed manual or a 4-speed automatic gearbox are the two transmission choices of this MPV, and the drivetrain of the Livina is a front-wheel drive vehicle. In terms of fuel economy, the Nissan Livina has achieved at around 10 km per liter in the city and 22.5 km per liter on the highway. For the record, this MPV can considerably fuel efficient, which is good for long-distance travel, probably from Iloilo to Rojas or Iloilo to Antique together with your family and friends. After we featured the all-new Livina EL in the previous video, which is the base model with automatic transmission, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the mid-range VE variant of the all-new Nissan Livina, and I'm pretty sure that this is one of the best choices, which many of you wanted this kind of variant for those who can't afford the VL or the EL variant isn't enough in terms of features. But before we dive in this Nissan Livina VE, let's talk about what's going on here. The Livina is Nissan's compact MPV that has been around for many years. And did you know that the first Livina that we have encountered in this country or in the country was in 2009 as the Grand Livina, but it was discontinued in 2015. After the hiatus approximately 7 years, the Livina is back because the MPV category in the country is getting controversial at its finest. Now, going back, if you want this beautifully gorgeous MPV has advanced features between the EL and the VL, why don't you check out the VE variant and see it for yourself? How do we indicate it? To the exterior. All I can see to the overall looks, but not just the looks, but also in its components and powertrain from the all-new Livina is relatively identical to the current Mitsubishi Xpander. Because did you know that Nissan, Mitsubishi, and Renault has joint ventured together to unite as one alliances, and that's the reason why this is the result. Going back to the exterior, the overall design aspects of the all-new Livina is aesthetically futuristic, which kind of reminds me of a true concept car like its twin sibling, Xpander. But what captures the attention the most in every person's eye is the front face, where you can see it gets a Nissan signature V-Motion front grille that is finished in chrome accents, which kind of reminds me of the current Nissan X-Trail and Nissan Qashqai that is not available in the country. The lighting elements that you find in front are your LED daytime running lights, halogen headlights, and halogen front fog lights, all of which are standard in this mid-range VE. For the back ones, this car does get signature LED combination taillights, and looking at the back of the car, you can see the simplicity on its own. You see the rear end of the Livina doesn't look striking as compared to the Xpander. It gets a clean look at the back to make this MPV a decent look, but what makes this MPV really cool and attractive is the rear diffuser design, giving this car a sporty taste, as well as a rear spoiler design with a third brake light. The rest, it gets the same features as the E and EL variants like the body-colored door handles and body-colored side mirrors with turning signal indicators, which features a power adjusting and folding function as found on the topping range VL. As you go jumping inside, you can spot the difference between this variant versus the EL. Like the VL, the VE gets the same materials as the VL like the fake wood trim in some parts of the dash and door panels, as well as the interior door handle that is finished in chrome. Meanwhile, you get the same materials as the EL trim. However, if you take a look at the dash, you can sense that this is an Xpander, but this is not an Xpander. Did I make sense? Well, if not, forget it. Anyway, the overall interior of this MPV is quite futuristic with a simple touch. For the VE variant, there is some advanced features that you can get, like the tactile buttons on the steering wheel, a 7-inch touchscreen display, and for safety, this car also gets some advanced safety features. On the downside, however, this car doesn't have the Nissan's Intelligent Mobility Suite, therefore, it is quite disappointing, but it is forgivable in this type of variant. Lastly, the interior space of this MPV is very roomy that you can fit average-sized adults, even at the back, mapapamilya man o mapapabarkada. At the cost of 1,149,000 Philippine pesos, I think this Nissan Livina VE could probably the best ones with advanced features can be found on the EL and the VL variants. If you can't afford the VL trim, or you might think that the VL variant is kind of overpowering, or if you might think that the EL variant is not enough, well, the Nissan Livina VE is going to be your answered prayer. Both VE and VL variants comes with a 16-inch machine-finished alloy rims which are wrapped in Dunlop NSAfe EC300 Plus tires that measures 205/55R16. This MPV gets ventilated disc brakes in front and drum brakes for the rear. For the suspension, the front gets McPherson struts with coil springs and torsion beams for the rear. Speaker, bottle holders, storage, window lock, central locking, window controls. All four windows in this car are powered, while the driver's side window gets a fully automatic function in both directions. Rear controls, vehicle dynamic control. bonnet release, fuel door release, and the driver's seat of this all-new Nissan Livina VE gets a fully manual adjustments. Seat back, height adjuster, and down here is your seat sliding position. You have the same set of adjustments as found on the driver's side, however, it loses out on a height adjuster. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out the inside features. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. The Nissan Livina VE gets a 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system head unit with various media connectivity sources, and the sound system is provided with 4 speakers. With a 4-speaker sound system of the all-new Nissan Livina VE, the sound performance of this car works fairly decent. As you open this cover, it will reveal some more storage with a 12-volt power outlet that has a maximum of 120 watts of power. An Easter egg for this car is that you can able to remove this cover right here. If you want to. As shown earlier, hand-operated parking brake, 2 cup holders, storage with a cover, more storage right there and right up there, USB port, 12-volt power outlet that has a maximum of 120 watts of power, little storages on both sides, got your simple aircon controls, different modes with your front defrost, fan speed in the middle, temperature controls to the right, and your recirculation button right here. 2 aircon vents, in the middle hazard switch. Currently you are in a Bluetooth audio streaming. There is no current song title information, album artist that is displayed right here, only the Bluetooth logo, the name of the device. You can disconnect this Bluetooth connectivity menu right here, different equalizer settings, seek tracks, play and pause. Since we are in a Bluetooth menu, if you hit this phone button right here, it allows you to go through your phone menu with your dial pads, your book list, missed calls, and your Bluetooth settings. To go to your home menu, you can you can hit this button right here, or you can hit this button right in this left side of the screen. Now, you are in a home menu which contains your disc, radio, USB 1 and 2, Bluetooth, AVIN1, SD card menu, phone link, AVIN2, now this is your phone link, whether you choose the Android or iPhone. Alright, again, this is your equalizer settings for sound system. And lastly, this is your settings menu. On your settings menu, which contains radio region, blackout, dimmer mode, off timer, beep, key color, and so on. Which, by the way, this is your general settings. Here's your video settings, sound settings, with your subwoofer off or on, subwoofer filter, dynamic sound, adjust your time, set your language, set your Bluetooth audio streaming or your Bluetooth connectivity menu, adjust your volume for different various media sources, and all in all, that's pretty much it on this infotainment system of the all-new Nissan Livina VE. To the right of the screen is your USB and auxiliary integration. On the left side, you got your eject button, power button, home button, volume controls, SD card slot, CD slot, and this is your microphone for voice recognition system. Light indicator controls, and your wiper controls. On the left side of your steering wheel, got your volume control, seat track, and your mode button right here. Voice recognition system, and these are your sets of buttons for your Bluetooth connectivity menu with your on-hook and off-hook buttons. The steering wheel in this car gets a manual tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. Power folding side mirrors, no grip handle on the ceiling for the driver's side. The driver's side does get a sun visor, front cabin light, and your manual dimming rear view mirror. This car gets a sun visor with a vanity mirror for the front passenger side. You also have a grip handle at the ceiling for the front passenger side as well. Storage, and a perfectly sized and massive glove box. It receives a good amount of space. Nice. So that's it for this one. We can shut this vehicle off and continue with the rest of our review. Speaker, bottle holders, and a storage. You also have a window control. And to have access to the back seat, or the third row seats rather, use this lever, pull it, and then the middle row seat backs folds and tumbles in one piece so that you can access at the back. The middle row of the Livina is extremely roomy, like its twin sibling, the Xpander. I adjust the driver's seat in my preferred driving position, and as a 5'9" or 5'8" tall person, well, again, no matter how tall I am, I have plenty amount of legroom and headroom, which really measures at one ruler if I had to guess. As a result, you'll enjoy a lengthy trip in the middle row where the seats are beautifully cushioned and soft, thanks to its fabric material. You may also adjust the seats in the middle row of this automobile using the bar beneath to modify the space, whether in the middle row or the last row, depending on how roomy you desire. Storage pockets can be found in both front seat backs and on both sides for the rear that are situated at the ceiling are grip handles with hooks. 4 aircon vents can be found in the middle on top, together with a fan speed control located at the rightmost part of it. Lastly, this car gets a center armrest. The last row is particularly easy to access upon entry and exit, owing to its broad opening doors and a fold and tumbling action of the middle row seats. As I climbed in, however, the last row of this MPV is on the tighter side for an average size adults like myself. As you can see, I have a small bit of legroom and headroom, therefore short adults and children are well suited on the third row, unless you can adjust the middle row seats to your desired space that you want. Toys found on the back are small storage, cup holders or bottle holders, well, it depends on your preference, and your grip handles that are situated on both sides at the ceiling. At the right portion of it, there is a 12-volt power outlet supply, and finally, your cabin light is located in the middle on top. Boot space of the Livina when all the rear seats up measures 150 liters. For extra cargo room, fold the third row seats down and this will create 750 liters of space approximately. Once all the rear seats are folded down, boot space measures 1600 liters. There are exposed storage areas on both sides of the boot, and underneath at the boot floor, there are some extra storage to hide their things in there. Two airbags, anti-lock braking system, vehicle dynamic control, traction control system, hill start assist, reverse camera, parking sensors, ELR seatbelts in all seats, Isofix and tether anchors for the rear seats, and alarm system with immobilizer are all the safety elements of the Nissan Livina VE. Thank you for tuning in to the startup and a full walk-around review of this all-new 2023 Nissan Livina 1.5 VE that is mated to a 4-speed automatic gearbox. I hope you like this video, and if you do, make sure to hit thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, if you're subscribed to my channel, please hit the notification bell button to get notified for my latest updates. And don't forget, follow all of my social media platforms. As always, I'll see you next time for more latest videos on YouTube. God bless you, more power, I love you all, and mabuhay!